Chapter 1 Fractional Numbers. In this chapter, we are going to be learning about building equivalent fractions, types of fractions, proper and improper fractions, unit fractions, mixed fractions, fractions as division, comparison in fractions, fractions in the simplest form or lowest terms, addition and subtraction of fractions, subtraction of like fractions, word problems. Let us start. Building equivalent fractions. To get equivalence of any fraction, we multiply the numerator and the denominator by a common number other than 0 or 1. For example, 1 by 2 into 2 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4. 1 by 2 into 3 by 3 is equal to 3 by 6. 1 by 2 into 4 by 4 is equal to 4 by 8. 1 by 2 into 6 by 6 is equal to 6 by 12. Therefore, 2 by 4, 3 by 6, 4 by 8 and 6 by 12 are equivalent fractions. We can also get the equivalent of a fraction by dividing the numerator and the denominator by a common number. For example, 8 divided by 2 by 16 divided by 2 is equal to 4 by 8. 4 divided by 2 by 8 divided by 2 is equal to 2 by 4. 2 divided by 2 by 4 divided by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, 4 by 8, 2 by 4 and 1 by 2 are equivalent fractions. Checking the equivalence of two fractions. Two fractions are equivalent if the product of the numerator of the first and denominator of the second is equal to the product of the denominator of the first and the numerator of the second, that is, cross multiplication. Numerator of the first into denominator of the second is equal to numerator of the second into denominator of the first. We use this property of equivalent fractions to check the equivalence of any two fractions. Example, are 6 by 18 and 1 by 3 equivalent fractions? Solution: 6 by 18 into 1 by 3 will give us 6 into 3 is equal to 18 and 18 into 1 is equal to 18. That is, 18 is equal to 18. The products are equal. Hence, 6 by 18 and 1 by 3 are equivalent fractions. Finding equivalent fractions with a given denominator or a numerator. Example, 3 by 5 is equal to dash by 15. Solution: the given denominators are 5 and 15. 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. So, 3 into 3 divided by 5 into 3 is equal to 9 by 15. Therefore, 3 by 5 is equal to 9 by 15. Example, 6 by 7 is equal to 18 by dash. Solution: the given numerators are 6 and 18. 18 divided by 6 is equal to 3. 6 into 3 by 7 into 3 is equal to 18 by 21. Therefore, 6 by 7 is equal to 18 by 21. Rule: to get an equivalent fraction of a higher numerator and the denominator, we multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number other than 0 or 1. For example, 25 by 30 is equal to 5 by dash. Solution. The given numerators are 5 and 25. 25 divided by 5 is equal to 5. So 25 divided by 5 by 30 divided by 5 is equal to 5 by 6. Therefore, 25 divided by 30 is equal to 5 by 6. Example. 18 by 24 is equal to dash by 4. Solution. The given denominators are 24 and 4. 24 divided by 4 is equal to 6. 18 divided by 6 by 24 divided by 6 is equal to 3 by 4. Therefore, 18 by 24 is equal to 3 by 4. Rule. To get an equivalent fraction of a lower numerator or denominator, we divide the numerator and the denominator of the given fraction by the same number other than 0 or 1. Exercise. Circle the equivalent fractions. A. 3 by 4, 3 by 8, 6 by 8, 9 by 12, 12 by 15, 15 by 20. The equivalent fractions are 3 by 4, 6 by 8, 9 by 12 and 15 by 20. B. 5 by 10, 15 by 25, 10 by 20, 15 by 30, 50 by 100, 60 by 120. The equivalent fractions are 5 by 10, 10 by 20, 50 by 100 and 60 by 120. Are these fractions equivalent? A. 8 by 5 and 21 by 24. No. B. 5 by 6 and 10 by 18. No. Fill in the missing numerator or denominator in these equivalent fractions. A. 2 divided by 3 is equal to 12 divided by dash. Solution. The given numerators are 12 and 2. So 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. Therefore, 2 into 6 divided by 3 into 6 is equal to 12 by 18. Therefore, 2 by 3 is equal to 12 by 18. B. Dash by 7 is equal to 3 by 21. The given denominators are 7 and 21. 21 divided by 7 is equal to 3. Therefore, 3 divided by 3 by 21 divided by 3 is equal to 1 by 7. Therefore, 1 by 7 is equal to 3 divided by 21. Types of fractions. Like and unlike fractions. 1 by 3, 2 by 3, 3 by 3, 9 by 3, 18 by 3 are the members of the family of the thirds, and 1 by 3 is the first member of the family. 8 by 14, 10 by 14, 12 by 14 are of the 14th family. 8 by 9, 6 by 9, 4 by 9 are of the 9th family. We call all the fractions of the same family like fractions, and the fractions of different families unlike fractions. Like fractions have the same denominators, and unlike fractions have different denominators. To recognize a fraction as like or unlike, we just have to look at the denominator. Same denominator, like fractions. Different denominator, unlike fractions. For example, circle the like fractions. from 3 by 4, 7 by 5, 4 by 4, 8 by 4, 9 by 4, 1 by 4, 6 by 4, 4 by 6. The like fractions here are 3 by 4, 4 by 4, 8 by 4, 9 by 4, 1 by 4 and 6 by 4. Let's take another example. Circle the group with unlike fractions. 14 by 17, 8 by 17, 9 by 12, 9 by 18, 4 by 18, 2 by 12, 3 by 6, 9 by 7, 1 by 14, 8 by 14. Here the unlike fractions groups are 9 by 12, 9 by 18, 4 by 18, 2 by 12, 3 by 6, 9 by 7. Proper and improper fractions. Look at these fractions. 7 by 11, 7 by 4. In the fraction 7 by 11, 7 is the numerator and 11 is the denominator. 7 is less than 11. That is, the numerator is less than the denominator. Such fractions are called proper fractions. But in the second fraction, 7 by 4, 7 is greater than 4. That is, the numerator is greater than the denominator. Such fractions are called improper fractions. Proper fractions are less than one whole and improper fractions are more than one whole. Unit fractions. A fraction in which the numerator is 1 is called a unit fraction. 1 by 2, 1 by 9 are unit fractions. All unit fractions are proper fractions. Mixed fractions. Improper fractions we can write as mixed numbers. When we combine a whole number with a fraction, we get a mixed number. If 3 chapatis are shared equally by 2 people, each one will get 1.5 chapati. That is, 3 divided by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 is a mixed fraction. 1 is whole number and 1 by 2 is the fraction part. A fraction which has a whole number and a proper fraction is called a mixed fraction. Converting an improper fraction into a mixed number. A. 37 by 5. Step 1. Divide the numerator by the denominator. Step 2. Write the quotient as the whole number part. Step 3. Write the remainder over the quotient to form the fraction. Hence, 2 by 5 is the fraction. Converting a mixed number into an improper fraction. 2 3 by 4. Step 1. Multiply the whole number and the denominator. That is, 2 into 4 is equal to 8. Step 2. Add the result of the step 1 to the numerator of the fraction. That is, 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. Step 3. Write the sum over the denominator of the fraction. That is 11 by 4. The answer is 11 by 4. Exercise. A fraction whose value is less than one whole is called proper fraction. Fractions whose value is greater than one whole are called improper fractions. In a fraction, if the numerator is greater than the denominator, that is n is greater than d, it is an improper fraction. B. If the denominator is greater than the numerator, that is d is greater than n, it is a proper fraction. A numeral, which is a combination of a whole number and a fractional number, is called a mixed fraction. Circle the proper fractions. A. 1 by 9. B. 14 by 3. Here, 1 by 9 is a proper fraction. Circle the improper fractions. 4 by 9. B. 8 by 7. Here, 8 by 7 is an improper fraction. Circle the unit fractions. A. 1 by 5. B. 1 by 8. C. 4 by 12. Here, 1 by 5 and 1 by 8 are unit fractions. Circle the mixed number. A. 19 by 18. B. 1 3 by 5. Here, 1 3 by 5 is a mixed number. Change the improper fractions into mixed numbers. A. 18 by 7. Here, step 1, divide the numerator by the denominator. Step 2, write the quotient as a whole number part. Step 3, write the remainder of the quotient to form a fraction. The answer you will get is 2 4 by 7. B. 26 by 5. Step 1. Divide the numerator by the denominator. Step 2. Write the quotient as the whole number part. Step 3. Write the remainder over the quotient to form the fraction. The answer you will get is 5 1 by 5. Change the mixed numbers into improper fractions. A. 3 6 by 8. Step 1. Multiply the whole number and the denominator. Step 2. Add the result of step 1 to the numerator of the fraction. Step 3. Write the sum over the denominator of the fraction. The answer you will get is 30 by 8. B. 10 1 by 8. Step 1. Multiply the whole number and the denominator. Step 2. Add the result of step 1 to the numerator of the fraction. Step 3. Write the sum over the denominator of the fraction. The answer you will get is 81 by 8. Fractions as division. We can also write a fractional number as a division sum where the numerator is the dividend and the denominator is the divisor and the value of the fraction is the quotient. Example 1. In a fraction 12 by 24, the numerator 12 is divided and the denominator 24 is the divisor. 12 by 24, that is dividend by divisor. Example 2. 15 by 4 is equal to 15 divided by 4. Let's take another example. 58 by 5 is equal to 58 divided by 5. Comparison of fractions. Comparing like fractions. Comparison of like fractions is very easy. In like fractions, the fraction having the bigger numerator has a bigger value. Compare 2 by 7 and 4 by 7. 2 and 4 are the numerators. 2 is less than 4, so 2 by 7 is less than 4 by 7. Fractions in the simplest form or the lowest terms. A fraction in the simplest form if its numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. Example, consider the fraction 1 by 2. Common factors of 1 is 1. Common factors of 2 is 1 and 2. Here, the numerator and the denominator have no common factors other than 1. Therefore, the fraction 1 by 2 is in its simplest form. Example 2. Consider the fraction 9 by 27. How do you convert it into its simplest form? Is the given fraction in the simplest form? No. Divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number until they have no common factors other than 1. That is 9 divided by 9 by 27 divided by 9 is equal to 1 by 3. Now 1 and 3 have no common factor other than 1. Hence, the fraction 1 by 3 is the simplest form of 9 by 27. Exercise. Which of the following fractions are in the lowest terms? 1 by 4, 2 by 8. Here, 1 by 4 is in its lowest term. Reduce each fraction to the lowest terms. 20 by 40. 20 divided by 10 by 40 divided by 10 is equal to 2 by 4. 2 divided by 2 by 4 divided by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the simplest form of 20 by 40. B. 45 by 60. 45 divided by 5 by 60 divided by 5 is equal to 9 by 12. 9 divided by 3 by 12 divided by 3 is equal to 3 by 4. Hence, the fraction 3 by 4 is the simplest form of 45 by 60. Addition of like fractions. Meera got 2 by 5 of an apple from her sister and 1 by 5 of an apple from her brother. How much portion of the apple did Meera get? We must know how to add two fractions to answer such questions. Consider the fractions 2 by 5 and 1 by 5. The fraction 2 by 5 is represented as the fraction 1 by 5 is represented as represent 2 by 5 and 1 by 5 in the same figure. What fraction of the whole is shaded in blue? 1 by 5. What fraction of the whole is shaded in green? 2 by 5. What fraction of the whole is a combination of blue and green? 3 by 5. We can write this as 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5 is equal to 2 plus 1 by 5, which is equal to 3 by 5. Exercise. Look at the following figures and fill in the blanks. A. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 3. B. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is equal to 3 by 2. Find the sum of the fractions. A. 3 by 7 plus 4 by 7. The answer you will get is 7 by 7. B. 3 by 5 plus 4 by 5. The answer is 7 by 5. Add the fractions. 3 by 20 plus 5 by 20 is equal to 8 by 20. B. 7 by 10 and 9 by 10. When you add these, the answer you will get is 16 by 10. Find A. 2 by 3 more than 4 by 3. Here we are going to be adding 4 by 3 and 2 by 3, and the answer you will get is 6 by 3. B. 6 by 7 more than 1 by 7. Here 1 by 7 plus 6 by 7 is equal to 7 by 7, which is your answer. Subtraction of like fractions. Example: Monica had 5 by 6 portion of a cake in her plate. She gave 3 by 6 portion out of that to her younger brother. What portion of the cake is she left with? We must know how to subtract two fractions to answer such questions. Consider a pictorial representation of 5 by 6 and 3 by 6. Therefore, Monica is left with 1 by 3 portion of the cake. Step 1. Subtract the smaller numerator from the bigger numerator. That is 5 by 6 minus 3 by 6. Step 2. Retain the common denominator. That is 5 minus 3 by 6. Step 3. Write the fraction as the difference of the numerators by common denominator, which is 2 by 6. When we cancel it, we get the answer as 1 by 3. Exercise. Subtract the fractions. A. 4 by 9 minus 2 by 9. That is 4 minus 2 by 9 is equal to 2 by 9. Your answer is 2 by 9. B. 16 by 5 minus 11 by 5. That is 16 minus 11 by 5 is equal to 5 by 5. And when we cancel this, we get the answer as 1. Word problems. Example: Rima had 2 by 5 meter of ribbon. Her sister gave her another of 1 by 5 meter. What is the total length of both the ribbons? Solution: length of ribbon Rima had is equal to 2 by 5 meter. Length of ribbon given to her is equal to 1 by 5 meter. Total length of both ribbons is equal to 2 by 5 plus 1 by 5 is equal to 3 by 5 meters. Exercise. Subtract the following fractions. A. 6 by 6 minus 3 by 6 is equal to 6 minus 3 by 6, which is equal to 3 by 6. When we cancel this, we get the answer as 1 by 2. B. 7 by 10 minus 4 by 10, which is equal to 7 minus 4 by 10. That is equal to 3 by 10. Your answer is 3 by 10. Solve the following problems. Ravi drank 8 by 11 of a glass of lassi and Raju drank 9 by 11 of a glass of lassi. Who drank more by and how much? 9 by 11 minus 8 by 11 is equal to 1 by 11. Therefore, Raju drank more 1 by 11 of a glass of lassi. B. Sundar drank 5 by 6 of a glass of milk in the morning and 3 by 6 of a glass of milk in the evening. How much more did he drink in the morning? Subtract 5 by 6 minus 3 by 6. That is equal to 5 minus 3 by 6, which is equal to 2 by 6. When you cancel it, you get it as 1 by 3. Therefore, Sundar drank 1 by 3 more of a glass of milk in the morning.